Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and it is day 8 of the hashtag Mixed Media March 25, hosted by Ceri Griffiths, aka Ceri the Crafter. So I did do something similar to this last year. I think it might have been with the number 2 or the number 3. I can't remember. So this year I did 8. So I found all my 8 stamps and some of my alpha stamps. Did the second generation print as well because it's just background. Some of it's going to show, some of it's not. And spiders have 8 legs, so that's why the spider's on there. And this is the piece that I'm thinking about using on it. So I just want to have a background with colors that will suit this, which they're daisies, which everything and anything goes with daisies. But we definitely have some like stormy blue. So I think I'm going to start with a little bit of Prussian blue, just a really thin layer. I don't want to obliterate my 8s. Although, you know, Prussian blue could. I might want to add a little bit of white. Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh, what is that? It's a piece of Yupo, probably. I don't know. Just put it in the trash. Now we have blue all over our fingers. I think I could add a little bit of white or cream to this. Also, I have way too much paint, so. Or also, if I want it to be not all over, I could just brayer it on there. Oops, that's still a little heavy. That way some of the 8s still show through, and I'll just pick this up. Or I could have done like the kissing technique like Ceri does. I think I will leave that little bit that's on there, and that way it picks up some of that color. So this is just unbleached titanium. I want just thin layers because I still want the 8s to show through. I mean, I can bring the 8s back in the top layer even. So I think I'm just gonna kiss the plate. Yep, there we go. Some of the 8s are still showing through, which is good. Not as much as I might like, but that's okay as well. Go ahead and take another piece and lift this up. I don't know if you've looked in my community post, but I put a post up there asking about your ugly, I put that in quotes because just because you think it's ugly doesn't mean everybody will, gel plate prints, and tell me the issues, because people sometimes say, you know, my prints are ugly, how do I fix it? Here's the problem. I don't know what it is you think's ugly about it. So if you could either email me a photo of the prints and tell me what it is you don't like about them, or if you want to mail them to me so that I can, you know, work on them. I know Dawn for 4 Grace Creations is going to mail me some. You can just either email me or Facebook message me from my address because I don't have a P.O. box. So, what other colors do I want back here? Maybe a little bit of green on the bottom. See, a lot of the 8s have disappeared, but that's okay. I could have used more transparent colors. Let's see. I mean, we could just go opposite on the color wheel even. What did I say? Some green? Do we want a little bit of green gold? Or sap green? Sap green's kind of dark. Maybe green gold. Because it'll be a brighter color, and I'll just kind of pick that up, and especially at the bottom, but also the top. There we go. That's kind of fun. Pick up the rest of it on here. And, you know, you never know. Maybe it's the back piece that we'll like better. Let's see. How are we looking? There's a little turquoise maybe. Actually, I might use a palette knife for that. We used the gel plate, so that is already taken care of. So now I can use whatever I want. I think I want my Soho, the dark one, this dark turquoise. And I think I'm just going to use my palette knife if I can find it. It's right here because I used it the other day. So the reason I think these will work together is because blue and green make teal or turquoise, so I don't know. I think it'll work. I hope so. I like the palette knife. Well, I was going to say I have a little bit more control, but really I don't. I think it's an illusion. Kind of like the gel plate. If you think you have control on the gel plate, it's an illusion. Alright, so yeah, I was talking about the community post about, quote, ugly gel plate prints. Because Dawn had asked me, you know, what do you do with ugly, you know, what do you do to fix ugly prints, I think is what she asked. And so that prompted me to think about a future video. But I need more information from you guys. I mean, don't worry, I get ugly prints too. I'm not special. Everybody gets ugly prints. But if you can tell me what it is you think that's ugly about them, then I can maybe, you know, come up with a little bit of a solution. And maybe some of you think this one's ugly. I don't know. Just putting some texture in the background there. If I like it. If I don't like it, then I just kind of push it back a little bit. And is it dark? No, I like that actually. Now I think I want to put some stamping in the background of some sort. Yeah, definitely seeing that blue repeated up there, and similar-ish green but more yellow-green repeated, and that's okay too. Then I can decide where I want it and then cut it down to where of course I could go this way too, couldn't I? There's no direction. The parts I used in the background also had no direction. You could see 1/8 poking out there. This way? I think this way. Alright. I'm going to ink this up just a little bit. Inking is totally optional. Keeping this bud back here is also totally optional. But I like it, so I'm going to. Alright, I should let that dry. I'm going to be right back. And I'm going to cut this down just a little bit, hopefully not too much, because it's a large index card. So I'm thinking, but also we want it to fit inside a journal, so it's 5 now. I'm thinking maybe 4.5-ish. I can't tell where the 1/2-inch line is. 4.5 by 7. Feels like a nice size. Maybe we'll put a quote on it. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just like the top as it is. Like I said, I want some other stamping. I think I'll use this one. Just grabbed what was right behind me. You know I had ink before I started, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's my phone, not your phone. We still have a landline. Because, you know, my son. We need to have access to 911 at any point in time. So this is just going to add a little bit of stuff in the background. Putting out some polka dots. For polka dots, I think I might bring in the other green, the darker green. So there's 2 different greens, so that ones might be a little bit closer to what the leaf colors are. This one is Shady Lane, which always makes me think of Penny Lane. I don't know why. And kind of putting it over where the green is. Not everywhere, but you know, enough wears. It's not super dark. Not a lot on there, is there? There we go. It's just, it's super subtle in the background. I don't know if you can see all that or not. Oops. Okay. And oh, I was thinking about using this on here. This is like off of some candy that my boys had. And I thought that might be kind of fun. Like a feature stripe kind of a deal. I know it's sticking to the tacky paint. I want to see how it looks before I commit. Do I like it on that side? Or that side? I think I like it on this side. On the side, I think I'll put it here. That's what I'll do. I'm going to use the Barely Arts Precision Glue, because that's what's in front of me. And I think that because this is like this is shiny. This is a shiny backed paper. So it's off of my boys. I've been getting them like for Christmas. I get them like a box of snacks, a snack box. That is like the first year I did it, I got them, I think I got them each their own box. I got like a box from Britain and my son, well, they both watch a lot of YouTubers from England and the UK. So I got them. It's like mostly Cadbury is what's in that box mostly. Alright, so that gives us, you know, our height here. And I think that's good. So yeah, using a little bit of piece of trash. Used a big index card that I bought at the thrift store. So, you know, that might have ended up in the trash if I didn't buy it. Because you can always find all different size index cards. Not always. I mean, I guess there's sometimes I go there and they don't have them. But most of the ones I've found that I have were either from the thrift store or my gram and my aunt. Because, you know, you think you have them, but you can't find them. So you buy some thinking you're going to use them, and you probably don't use that many. And then you end up with all these index cards. Happens with envelopes too. And then they give them to me. Oops. And then so we have the 8s in the background. And this one, I will actually sign it on the front because I did make that background. And I'm going to add another spider, I think. Did I put the spider away? Because he will represent the number 8. Plus there's the 8 in the background. There's an E from one of the 8s. There's an 8 right there. Let me find my spider. Well, the spider disappeared, so I did a tiny little bee stamp. You can't even see it. But, you know, I know it's there. So, I'm going to round the corners on this, I think. Maybe do the 1/2 inch one on this one since it's so large and I need to glue some of my bits down. And then it's really tall. I could cut it down and it's really cool, but no, I think I'll just leave that there. If I put it in a book and I want it shorter, then I'll have a coordinating piece to go with it. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is and glue down my little bits. And yeah, just the flowers and the feature stripe. Feature stripe is something my friend Christy calls them. You know, little stripe that is a little bit of a feature on your piece. Christy Hartman, I'm talking about. Okay, so that is it for today, day 8. I hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you.